What's up, guys? This is Adam the Bee's Knees, and hold on, reset. Okay, Oregon 2 gets sent out. But what's up, guys? This is Adam the Bee's Knees, and today we are fighting Regulator. That's his YouTube name. Regulator of the Los Angeles Clefable. You probably know of him. His channel is like at 600 or 700 subs. He's in GBAD League, NPA? No. P4G, and then NPL-Minors, of course, and NPL. So he's in 4 leagues, 4 pretty decent-sized leagues. It wasn't my league, UBC, and he was semifinals. So, of course, you should know him if you've known my channel. Greg was a replacement coach for, I would like to say George. That's how I'm see George. So could have fought George, which would have been dope, and I probably would have gotten destroyed. But here we are. So Greg really changed the team significantly. I think the 6 you see here, he has an Escavalier, he has a Decidui, he has a Z Gyarados, and he has a Garchomp and a Diancie. I think those were the other mons he had on his team. All, of course, were really scary. Not so much Escavalier, not so much Diancie, but the other 3 he didn't bring of Decidui, Gyarados, and Garchomp were, of course, they're always threats because they can all set up and can all do shenanigans. But in contrary, with those faster mons, he has Trick Room with a Mega Camerupt, which I know it doesn't get drafted at all besides Greg, but it pretty much can 2-shot like non-assault vest water types that are fat, so that's always fun. So he brought Crawdaunt, probably Swords Dance Crawdaunt because Trick Room, just offensive camel, Nasty Plot or just fat Togekiss. I'm assuming a Flame Orb, Assault Vested, something of the other Conch, Trick Room Necrozma, Trick Room Porygon. So, and I brought a defensive Suicune, with like Scald, I think HP Electric for Gyarados, if I remember. I brought just a Hazard Sneheligo with like Toxic Spikes and Stealth Rock. I brought a Taunt Ice Beam knockoff Roost, bulky Mew, mainly in my Garchomp check. I brought a fairly offensive Scarm. Spray Bird hits things really hard. Iron Head, Roost, I think maybe I had something for Camel, but do we get to see that? Maybe not. And then we had a Spadef Altaria for Camel, and then we had Choice Banded Diggersby, because this team is either going to be decently fast or pretty slow, and Diggersby can, of course, abuse slower teams. So, I guess normal switch. I lead off with Diggersby, he leads off with Porygon 2. I'm going to click U-turn immediately. That shows he is just max HP, no defense. I'm going to go into my Mew. I have knockoff and stuff. He reveals the Ice Beam, does 42%. He is max modest. Woo! That is actually really annoying if you had Tri-Tech, but Bolt Beam hits my team very hard. So I taunt preventing Trick Room, which is cool. I could knock it off, so Diggersby and friends can just one-shot him. But Ice Beam's still going to hit like a doozy, so really, I have to Roost, kind of Roost stall him, taunt him, Roost, stall, taunt, pray I don't get frozen. And I taunt him there. I think he Ice Beams like decently, predicting the taunt. And from here, I'm just going to Roost. Roost. As he Ice Beams me. And as you will see, we've had 3 freezes or 4 freezes or 6 or 10 freezes in the NPL, and we're about to get one more. Boom! Yeah! You get frozen. Frozen solid. This game is wild, man. So much fact. So he Trick Rooms up and recovers up, and I'm still frozen. Fun times. He doesn't have Flamethrower, unfortunately. So he's going to Ice Beam again. Thank God I thought out and I'm able to click Roost. So I'm stalling out Trick Room turns as we go. I think he switches out to Camerupt. Yeah. And I go for a taunt, so if he has rocks, he can't set him up. And I'm going to go into my Suicune as he goes hard Porygon 2, getting that fancy special attack raise. So I have to go back into my Mew, and this whole 12 turns of nothing that we just had is going to reconvene. So, Thunderbolt. Praying I don't get parried or frozen, of course. He's going to try to freeze me. That's why he's going to spam Ice Beam. And as you will see, my good pal gets another freeze against my Mew. So yeah, and my Mew is going to allow this Porygon to Trick Room, or he actually takes me out. So I go Diggersby. His normal resist does not exist. Something's getting one shot, and it's Porygon 2. Crit really didn't matter. It was a roll in my favor. So out pops Necrozma. I'm going to smack that thing with Return, and boom, does a lot. He's Reflect, not Leftovers, so Light Clay. I'm decent. I have some bulk, so I'm able to take the non-invested Psychic, and I'm able to three-shot, the Necrozma. So his Trick Room setters are gone. There's no Trick Room anymore. I don't think Togekiss gets Trick Room. So he goes Camel. Obviously, he can take it. It'll probably do like 30-40%. I can go hard Suicune here, as he's going to get up his Rocks, which are nice to break my sash on Nihilego. So I Calm Mind up because I can take an Earth Power pretty easily after that, and I will always outspeed Camerupt at this point. And I'm going to fire off some Scalds, and this is where I personally think the Vengeance of Hex comes in place, because I got frozen twice, because this matters. So I'm actually going to crit the Conk, which really blows, because he dies, and I don't die, so that sucks. So down goes Conkeldurr. Sorry, you're not trying to crit, so it sucks. I know Claudette can't do jack. I switched there actually because if he Swords Dances, let's say he can kill my Altaria, I can revenge it. But if he Dragon Dances, it's my better play to go in Altaria because he can pick me out. He tries to Metal Claw me or something, which does pathetic damage. So, and I'm able to one-shot this bad boy. Down goes Quadrant. At this play, he goes Kiss and is able to take me out with Dazzling Gleam, so he's probably max speed. I get to go into Heligo, and he has to switch out or he loses straight up. So, he goes Camel. Now, here's going to be some interesting terms, right? So, hold on, let me click Power Gem. 37%, 40%, almost 40%, not bad damage. I'm going to switch it out into my Scar, because he's going to Earth Power, Brave Bird or something. Huh, maybe, wink wink. Or, I can sack off Suicune. Either way, I go into Diggersby, kill something, the Heligo comes back in, wins if Diggersby dies. I win. But Greg is sick and vomiting, and his eyes are shut, and all that bad stuff. So, sorry. And he says, GG, click Power Gem, you win. So I go, okay, I'll click Power Gem, let's end it. So Greg can stop. This battle's been delayed enough, let's just go to bed. So I do. And he Earth Powers me. Now, I assumed he was going to Fire Blast or click Stealth Rock, throw it, so I can win right here. But I'm like, two things. Maybe, okay. Let's say I did my original play, it would have been a 3-0 at the very most. So maybe that's all he's trying to do. Get that 3-0, I can go into my Diggersby, and he'll just throw it. He can switch back and forth or something, or spam either Roost or Nasty Plot or Thunder Wave with Kiss. So I kind of delay it, and I'm like, and I say, okay. So maybe that miscommunication was why he clicked Earth Power there. No problem. I'm fine, no big deal. I'm going to go into Diggersby and win. So I click Return, and down goes Camel, and because I'm banned and not scarfed, Togekiss will outspeed me, and I should just win. But he Air Slashes. So, not cool. I'll say that much. He was sick and out of it and didn't know how to throw. That's why he clicked Air Slash. I think if Greg won there, I would have received the win. So anyway, miss happened for a reason, and we take out the Togekiss, and we win the game 3-0. Puts us at 3-3, 0 differential. So starting the season from now, right? I have the win, everything. At this point, I'm sorry, Greg. I think, well, he could probably still win and make it to the playoffs because he's been winning quite a few games. But yeah, so that is the game. Again, Greg took over Cloud's team, not Georgia's team. I'm so sorry. Balov took over Cloud's team. So there's that. But so yeah. Diggersby did win the game. Nahaligo was going to win probably, but Diggersby ended up getting more kills. So hey, no big deal, right? And it could have been a duo. So hey, no big deal. Good game to Greg. His link will be in the description. We face off against Yost, who is the replacement coach. Another one, right? For Yost replaced Jar. So that should be an interesting game. Yost is Fallop's brother. We lost to Fallop when we threw the game. So yeah. Till then, it says the Beast needs signing off. Bye.